Matthew chapter 16. What shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Father, there is nothing on this earth more valuable than our soul. So we thank you, Lord, for your Son that you have given to us. So through him, Lord, we can have eternal life. But this morning, I bring every family before you this morning. You know every family this morning. There are those who have challenges, oh God, with their health. Oh Father, I pray this morning, God, you visit their home or even in the hospital, Father. Nothing is impossible with you. You say, cast our cares upon you, Lord, for you cared for us, Lord. This morning, God, I thank you for Grenada. As we sing this song, I love Grenada, my home Grenada, the land of beauty, friendship, and peace. Oh God, when I look around these days, the friendship and the love always lacking. I pray that we cultivate that back in the young people's mind, that we understand as one people, we aspire, build, and advance. But I think about the family this morning in Victoria who are hurting on the passing of this gentleman. God, when I listen to the news, I recognize that this gentleman was loved by the people in the community, and he had love for the people. Oh God, in the midst of all of this, God, I pray that you comfort this family. I pray for the police force this morning, God. Oh God, that you touch every police officer this morning. I pray that there was something that they would learn, oh God, from this situation, Father. Learning is a gift, even when pain is the teacher. Learning is a gift, even when pain is the teacher. I pray that we learn from this, Lord. And as a people, we learn to love each other. This morning I bring Mr. Donald, but I thank you for him. I thank you for every morning that you cause his heart to beat, to be on Real FM, to encourage us, to educate us, to inform us, Lord, oh God, what is happening around the entire world. This morning, Father, we bring every farmer before you. We thank you for them. Oh God, we pray, God, your Spirit, Lord, you give them the strength, the knowledge, the understanding as they pursue every day, Lord, to provide food for this beautiful nation. This morning, Father, what more could we ask you that you don't know? We thank you for everything this morning. There are those who are sick among us this morning, God. Oh God, I pray, God, oh great physician, touch someone this morning. So God, I pray against, hatred in the homes, fathers against sons, mothers against daughters, husbands against wives, brothers and sisters. Oh, I pray for love in every home this morning. Father, have your way this morning. We pray for this entire program today, Lord, that your Holy Spirit would guide all the facilitators. Be with Mr. Donald. Give him the wisdom as you go through this day. And Lord, you get the glory. You get the honor. all the praise. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.
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 Good
And
morning,
amen.
Chester. How are you?
God bless you, man. Blessings, man, to rise this morning.
Okay, great, great. How was, well, you weren't on last night, right?
Nah, Brother Rodney was on.
Okay, great. Well, take care of yourself and have a good day.
You and the entire family of Real FM.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
The heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM, the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, grenade away your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound will make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
So fast pay, a new and easy way to pay. So fast pay, so fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay, so fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Expert nail technician wanted. Looking for a skilled nail artist who specializes in acrylic, gel nails, stunning nail art, and luxurious pedicures. If you can turn nails into masterpieces, I want you. Creative braider needed. Need a talented braider who can slay cornrows, locks, and braids, and all the latest style. If your hands can work magic with hair, let's connect. Hit me up or WhatsApp me 403-4421. Let's create something amazing together.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissy.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissy.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissy. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
The new Granville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free. On the radio see. Whoa! No sugar coated The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Not making of the rhythm, cocoa in the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face. Fill up the truth selector, let the people speak. 91.9, no weak heart, no meek. From Carriacou shores to the Greater Lake Deep. Real expression loud and the nation loves. Lyrics are a temple, the DJ is the priest. Every song a sermon, every word released. No censorship, no change, just the soul laid bare. Grenada's heartbeat pulsing through the FM here. When the storm take the island, the signal still repair. Real FM 91.9, the sound of prayer. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada voice rise, rise. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada's voice rise.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Real expression on 91.9, real
17 minutes after the 7 o'clock. Good morning, drums.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. A reading from the Word of God, Psalm 96. Oh, sing unto the Lord a new song. Sing unto the Lord all the earth. Sing unto the Lord, bless his name, show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nation are idols, but the Lord made the heaven. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto the Lord, O ye kindred of people. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. Give unto the Lord glory due to his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. O worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness, for fear before him all the earth. This is the end of the scripture reading this morning.
Thank you, my darling. How are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, have a beautiful day.
You too, and Brother Andy, I missed you last night. Have a wonderful day.
All right, then. Bye-bye. Okay, so Chester, you were missed last night. I hope you heard that, right?
91.9 Real FM, unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice line, hear the airwaves free. On the radio, see. Whoa! No sugar-coated lyrics. life. From Grand Anse to St. George's, the people them a shout. Real expression now, I let your heart pour out. Microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM, the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, grenade away your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound when make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound when make freedom ring. Fisherman chant the blues, farmer hymn the rain. Mama shares her wisdom, youths them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Nutmeg in the rhythm, cocoa in the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face. Reel up the truth select and let the people speak. 91.9, no weak heart, no me. From Carriacou shores to the Greater Lake Deep. Real expression loud and the nation loves. Lyrics are a temple, the DJ is the priest. Every song a sermon, every word released. No censorship, no chains, just the soul laid bare. Grenada's heartbeat pulsing through the FM here. When the storm take the island, the signal still repair. Real FM 91.9, the sound of prayer. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada voice rise, rise. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada's voice rise.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantabelle and our showroom on Benjoon Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
The Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association (GCNA) invites you to your 2025 area meetings. Here's the schedule: St. Andrews, Tuesday, May 6th at the Grenville Curing Station at 3 p.m. In St. David, Wednesday, May 7th at the Bellevue Community Center at 3 p.m. St. Patrick's Your Turn will be on a Thursday, May 8th at Morley Receiving Station at 3 p.m. St. Mark's on Tuesday, May 13th at the Victoria Receiving Station at 3 p.m. St. John's on Wednesday, May 14th at the Guave Processing Station from 3 p.m. And not forgetting St. George on Thursday, May 15th at the GCNA at 3 p.m. And don't miss the general meeting of delegates on Thursday, May 29th at 9 a.m. at the GCNA Bollier Complex, St. George. Come out, get involved, and let your voice be heard. Make a special effort to attend the meeting in your parish and stay informed on the future of your industry.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Whoa! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free. On the radio see. Whoa! No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated.
Yeah, man.
Just the right.
Thought I'd left you? No.
Like Mount Quaquatra.
Going now to see if I can pull up the weather. Yeah, stay with us. Would it be male or female this morning? Female, I bet.
Let your heart pour out. Microphone to the heavens. The signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM, the vessel, your message fill the ear. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound.
On one of the few occasions, I'm wrong. Yeah, I am wrong. It is male, most definitely. Female Frank, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. It's a cloudy morning across most of the state. The same picture down here. Here the winds are blowing from east-southeast at 12 miles per hour. The pressure, 1013.3, which is 0.1 above the normal. So normal being 1013.2 millibars. And of course, right at this time, the pressure is rising. Present temperature, 27.7 degrees, orange, 80%. Maximum temperature here within the last day got up to 30.4 degrees. Minimum temperature last night, 27.1. Please note, all temperatures at all times are in degrees Celsius. In terms of rain here within the last day, there was no rain. Hence, for the month so far, total stays at 31.0 millimeters of rain. Once more, that's only down here at the airport. Now let's take a look at the forecast for the day and the nighttime. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a low chance of a few light showers. Most of the clouds that you're seeing now, they're actually mid-level to high-level clouds. So the chance of the rain for the day will be low. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 31 degrees. Winds east, northeasterly to east, southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Waves should be near 4 feet, and seas will be slight to moderate. Tides are low now, should be high this afternoon near 1:30, and then low again this evening near 6:30. Sunset 6:22. Sunrise on Friday 5:44. Just to recap the forecast for the day and the nighttime, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a low chance of a few light showers. That's it for the Met Office. From my Frank.
Morning again, Fimba. How you doing, bro? How's the week?
Not bad, nah. Not bad, not bad.
All right. Let me ask you a quick question here, Fimba. Pros and cons, do's and don'ts as it relates to taking information from, say, AccuWeather forecast and trying to localize it. Is that something that should be practiced?
You should not, because what happened? These forecast centers, they use like the models that they use actually is global scale, right? So it's a broad picture. Whereas we will look at the same thing that they look at, but we will zoom it in for the state, right? If you notice these programs, they have a forecast for every city, right? Or times it's even down to like the village, but they're all done by codes, so there's no body to actually cross-check them and zoom in and say, okay, let's look at that. And plus, they wouldn't know like local factors like the mountains or also, you know. We will know that you will get more rain towards the hills, and down here at the southernmost end of the state is normally the drier part of the state. These are the local factors that we will put in. But when you have a program doing that for every state or city throughout the whole world, it's kind of hard. So the best thing, perhaps for a general guide, yeah. But if you really want to plan your day, listen to the local guy.
And what about when because we're just about to step into hurricane season, what about when the hurricane season come along and then you find a lot of people taking information from those entities and you see them posting it and giving people that is, well, then you get the impression that hey, this could happen, this will happen. What do you say to that?
So if you're looking at like storm tracks, then there are a few sites that could help there, and the tracking of storms now not so bad. The extra work is like the strengthening of it or the weakening, whether it goes up or down. That is where you actually need to put in some extra work. So again, general guide, yeah, but if you want to plan your day on the ground here, because we use the same tools. It's just that we focus on here. It's like
you localize it.
There's somebody exactly behind it, looking at 3 or 4 things and saying, okay, but this is not really this is not a factor to look at now, because locally we have A, B, C, D, and these models don't do it. They just give you the broad picture.
And the Met Office works directly with NADMA, so whatever comes out from NADMA, we can say it's basically from the Met Office, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
We will do the forecast on the warning, and then we pass it out, and they will add the bits, like if you have to go to a shelter or so, they will have the list of the shelters, and then we put it out. But the bulletin that goes out in the end is a joint work by the Met Office and NADMA.
Thank you very much, Brother Fimba Frank.
All right.
And I can't even say goodbye in the language that you love.
Why?
How do I say goodbye?
So you could say later.
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 Plita.
Which is simple.
Okay.
Alright?
Plita, my brother.
Plita. Fue muy.
You have a big job to teach me, I tell you that.
Later.
Take care, sir. Alright, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Fimber Frank. Yeah, he knows Creole. Yeah. Very well. He has a program. Look for it somewhere on YouTube. I'll find a link and post it one of these days so that you guys can, follow Fimber Frank as he tries to teach. Yeah, he does. He's a nice guy. Thank you very much, folks at the Morris Bishop International Airport, the management and staff. Good morning to you. Hey, I see a phone call here, boy. I must take this phone call. Ever sent Lucian lady what bothering me there. Good morning, Lucian girl. Dominican girl, good morning. Sorry, what did I say, Lucian? Dominican. Mona, good morning.
Okay, man,
Lord, you know, I should have never answered that phone and I forget you will come with that thing now. How you doing?
That means to say you will eat your tongue.
I'll eat my tongue, okay. Where you get that little child by your day?
I just there.
Who that little baby you are by your day? You make baby?
Well, I love little children.
Oh, I just wonder.
Always have.
I wonder if you make baby?
That is menopause.
So how you doing, my good friend?
More like a chibi.
Okay, I guess that means you're there,
Yeah, they're holding.
You're there
more
holding.
like a chibi.
All right. How's Dominica?
Dominica, they're rough and just like
here?
No.
But you have elections coming up in Dominica, ain't it?
Yes.
When? You don't know
well,
yet?
as you know, I don't take part in that,
You doesn't go there and vote?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I hear you, girlfriend. So everything good otherwise?
Yes.
All right, my darling. Take care of yourself, yeah?
I have a surprise for you, but I want your phone number.
You want my phone number? Okay,
Yes.
you have a pen?
I don't want to call you on the radio station.
You have a pen?
Yes, I have a pen.
My phone number is 457
Yeah.
6188.
6118.
No, 6188. 28.
Okay, all right.
All right?
Yes, dear.
Take care of yourself, my good Dominican friend.
Okay, I will, and you have a blessed day.
All right, you too. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Real FM, unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio.
The power of radio. That's what I love that statement, the power of radio. And that, in essence, that you just heard, is an indication of the power of radio. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. That's how strong radio is. To be a part of people's lives. Is this somebody else? Good morning. Oh, lost that on there. Yeah, that's how. That's how you interact with people. That's how people make you happy. When people call me and say, "Hey, what's going on? What's happening?" I feel so good. I feel so happy. I feel appreciated. And yeah. Mm-hmm. And I love you. I love you people. Yeah. I have a pain in my right leg, from the outside, from the knee up to the waist joint. I think it's a muscle problem. I slept on the chair last night. Yeah. Why? Well, she told me I couldn't sleep on the bed, so I slept on a chair. Was she upset? No, she just didn't want me on the bed, so I slept on the chair. Yeah, big man is big man. If I sleep on the chair, I sleep on the chair. All you not sleeping with the dog outside, all you saying. But all you want to take me because I sleep. Yes, I sleep on the chair. So what? Some people sleeping with dog, some people sleeping under the what you may call it, under the step. Some people don't sleep in at all. Water, they wetting them. But I sleep on chair now, you complain. Don't complain about me and chair. I go sleep on chair if I want. Big man is big man. Am I crazy? No, I'm not. I'm not crazy at all. So let me say good morning to Yvonne Robinson, Jeremy Christopher. Hey, Dr. Love, how you doing this morning, brother? Nice to have you checking in. Andrew Burke, good morning to you. Cicely Celestine. Yeah, I know you're better than Anne-Marie. See, she ain't there. Cicely, good morning to your girlfriend. Nobody Anne-Marie. Adrian Watts, good morning to you. Shirley, as in Skerrit, and Shirley, as in Francis, good morning also. Iva Holas, Abby, good morning to you. Abby, please do so and say good morning to Christine for me when you see her. Deborah Laborde, good morning to Kathleen Ledlow and Carol Belfon. What's happening? Shoma, down on the bus terminal. How you doing, girl? I see you wearing orange these days. Good morning to you, Shoma. Have a wonderful day in your orange, girl. Handle yourself. Handle your business. Yeah. Vera Wellington. Oh, God. No, Andre. Behave. Oh, my God. Let me take a sip of coffee. Hold on. Oh. Ann Andrews, good morning to you. And Alban Harris, how you doing this morning? Claude Abraham. What's happening to you this morning, Claude? Here's hoping that everything is okay. Peter Skyjack 2070. Wow. Okay. Peter Skyjack. This is... Oh, Dwight. Oh, Dwight as in the son of Laura. Because I'm wondering who is this Peter Skyjack. I like that name. Skyjack. Not hijack. Jerome Kenneth Lewis, good morning to Christine Utley. How you doing? Laura, as in Radic, says she's there. So that's Dwight up there, Laura. Thank you so very much. Good morning, Dwight, again. Cynthia Bartholomew, where are you, Cynthia? Cynthia is in New York. Good morning, Cynthia. Stephanie John, top of the morning to you. And also say good morning to Joan Henry. Baby daddy. Yeah, good morning to you, Zaya. And good morning to Clive Raymond and Maria Marcel and Anastasia Peterson. Good morning to you, Dolores Redhead. Salam, how you doing? What is Salam saying this morning here? Good morning, Mr. Donald. Well, Gates is not here. You almost know when Gates is going to be on Wednesdays and Fridays, yeah? I'm talking about good morning, Gates. Call him and tell him good morning. When morning, like Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm alone here. Say good morning to me alone. Yes, I'm very selfish like that. You can say what you want. After they make me sleep on couch, yeah, you can say what you want. Good morning, Mr. Donald Gates and the Real FM family. The Real FM family I'll accept, but I ain't accepting for Gates. Call when he comes on. Tomorrow? Yeah, he comes tomorrow. St. Patrick West, looking forward to seeing you in your numbers at Montrich later, folks. Okay, so yeah, they're going to be by Gabi. Gabi, that ain't mean you could call now. This is for agriculture. This is not for you. We just putting out the announcement that there's going to be a function by you later, and expected there. Well, no, definitely being there is going to be the leader of the opposition. Yeah. And also the political leader of the New National Party, NNP. That's the Honorable Emmeline Pierce. She will be there most definitely. And most of the times when Emmeline rolls, Kate rolls with her. You know, that's like the powerhouse. And sometimes Clarice rolls with her too. So there's a possibility. Those of you who have never met Clarice Modeste in the Montrich area, I'm not saying that she's going to be there, but there's a possibility she might be there. Keith Claudius, oh no, you know. I don't know if he's gonna roll. He probably will. He probably might just take a roll up there and, you know, just continue checking with the folks and making sure that everybody's okay. Yeah, but you know, Emmeline is the you know the HNIC. HNIC just means she's the head nigger in charge. Not nigger in a derogatory term. Don't get it twisted like that. Take your time. Take your time with that one. But she, you know, she's the head girl in charge. So, Dr. Mitchell may or may not be there. But the powerhouse of Emmeline and Kate, that always happens. So I'm looking forward to seeing them tonight. So guys going out and Have fun. Angel, look at my hair. You can't see it. But when I go camera wise, you're going to shoot the hair, man. Come on, Angel. You could do something with that hair, man. Playing the fool now. Faithlin, Hallie, Faithlin, I see you checking. That long time I see you checking, you know. Good morning, Faithlin. How you doing? Hey. John Mark, good morning. Saddam saying we drink a rivers? No. And let me let you people in Montreal know, by Gabi, if you're going to offer me a drink, it has to be wine. Red wine, not sweet. Alright? That's what I drink. Don't come and offer me no beer and say, Andrew, drink a beer, not drink a... No. Alright? For you can't do that, then don't invite me in all the thing now. Alright. As simple as that. We see her sleeping on couch today. Woo! Yeah. If I sleep on couch, I'm in business. I'm in business if I sleep on couch. Leave me alone. Let me see the time. Oh, it's 7:45. Yeah, BJ, I don't know what time he's going to be here. I have absolutely no idea. But I expect him to be here pretty soon. And this morning I really want to talk agriculture with him. I really and truly want to talk agriculture. And I'm trying to not put a twist, but to include more of aquaculture. Yeah, big word, Andre, you're getting through. More of aquaculture into our agricultural program. Because it falls under the same umbrella. So I'd want to speak to a couple of fishermen and horticulture. Oh boy, Andre, where you getting them more than them? So boy, you just pulling out what's in the bag, you know. Damn, Andre, you good like that? Yeah, horticulture. Is horticulture the flower thing? Flowers, like in pretty flowers that we just win the how you call it thing? Chelsea flower show with? Yeah, is it that? I think it is. I hope it is. But I'd really and truly love for us to discuss more around that. And well, we already have the whole aspect of the spices, and so we have that with Dr. Antoine. Not too sure if I'll probably send him the link this morning in a minute. No, I can send it right now while I talk to you. I can send the link to Dr. Antoine, and we can. I don't know if you'll be able to check in this morning, but we'll still send the link. Gmail, yes, and we go in for Dr. Antoine's. It say bring up name and number, boy. There you go. Alright, so the link for the program for this morning has been sent. That's how easy it's done. Yeah, when you know what you're doing, that's how easy it's done. So the link has been sent to Dr. Antoine, so he can join us if he's able to this morning. And I keep saying, if there's a person, if you're there and you figure out, okay, fine, one day you want to appear on the program, all you need to do is to have, I don't recommend you using your phone. I'll tell you why. If you're using your phone, there's a possibility that a call can come in and you can get knocked off. But if you're using a tablet, iPad, laptop, hey, beautiful. Beautiful. You're using that and you can talk to me from wherever you are in the world, and you figure like, let me check in with Andre this morning. Let me go be a part of the program for 5 minutes. Let me make it interesting. Let me make it different. Yeah. So instead of just picking the phone and call, you just send me your email address. Bam, I see your email address. Like is there anybody with enough gumption right now in that YouTube chat? Send me your email address. If you have an iPad and so on, you have the internet service, send me your email address and I can just shoot you and bring you up, blam, talk to you for 2 minutes and gone. Let me see if there's anybody who's going to do that before BJ gets here this morning. Let me see. Let me see how tough you guys are. Yeah. I don't really recommend phones, but you can use the phone. It's just that let's pray that you don't get a call. But if you get a call and you get knocked out, you get knocked out. But hey, let me see who is going to send me that email address right now. Send me your email address. I send you that link. Send me your email address. Let me see if there are any bold ones. Yeah. Because when you get the link, you just click on the link and you just follow the instructions and it takes you right into the program, and then I see you. Before the audience sees you, I will see you pop up there. Nobody? And I am boasting whole time. Oh, my callers and my viewers and my listeners really, really bold, and they up to... man. I didn't believe that. Oh, come on. Y'all disappointing a guy, especially when the guy sleep on the couch. Oh, my God. At least you can help the leg mend a bit. Tell her, if she tell me sleep on the couch, that's your business, all right? When I tell her sleep on the couch, I hope I don't vex. Yeah, someone that sleep with the dog in the kennel. What? Oh no. Oh no. Girlfriend? Well. Yeah, I have to work on that thing. Girlfriend? Well. You, according to the talk, they call me? No. Your secret good at me. Your secret good at me. Let me ask a question here. Yeah, big question. No, I can't tell all of that. Or I'm mad or what? Who? Nobody. Can you believe? No one. Not one of them. Not one of them. Not one of them put their name right there so and say, let me do so and just check into Andre's program this morning. Not one. And then all they're playing hero? Not one, you know. Eh? Come on, man. All you could do better than that. Missy. Waiting. 7:52, that's the time. Nah. Everybody afraid. All you could do is comment. Send me an email address. Let me send back a link for you. They come in and let me talk to you. But nah, you're afraid. What did I say? Yeah, I sent the one for what's the guy name? Francis Entwine, Dr. Entwine. Yeah, I sent it for him. Yeah, all people like Marlin and them, so who does play the bowl and the bad. Well, put your email address there for all you want to think. But nah, all you like to back out. Don't back out. All playing lobster with me. Don't play no lobster. Celestine Grant, good morning. Okay, let me just check. Hold on. Next thing, somebody sent an email address and I ain't know it. Let me see, boy. Nobody. Buddy. What? Not Tirza, not Vernal, not Chrissy, not Fitzroy. You know, not Gemma, not Marcel. None of you, boy? No. All they kind of embarrassing me there, man. Somebody asked me what I want the email. If you send me your email address, I can send you a link. And there's somebody calling me on my private line, and I have to do so and put that private line up on the air. Yes, Oh, did the person come up? Oh no. Oh. I have a feeling I'll get somebody, boy. Let me see. Let me see. Miss Map, good morning to you again. Here's hoping you have a nice day. Whoa. Hold on. I have to type it. Right, so let me see that date. Enough typing. Gemma say my hair growing real fast. Old age are causing it to grow so. Old age. Yeah. Marcel, I love the jersey to a girl. That's because this morning when I do so and I didn't feel that kind of ironing mood now, man. I wasn't in the ironing mood this morning. This one, no, that ain't iron. That is just nice and folded there. And I just decided, okay, fine, I'll just sting it up. I really was not in that. Me and iron was not friend this morning. There's sometimes, you don't feel to do things. And this was one of those mornings that me and iron not friend. What? People are looking on my phone now. Are looking for somebody to say, I thought I was going to get a number, but it don't look so. Man, let me just see all you. Or they just disappoint me. Yeah. I'll be boasting all you up all this sort of thing and all you doing nothing. You just don't bother with you all day. Anyway. I came here this morning wanting to share with you, wanting to have fun with you, but it ain't look like you want to have any fun with me and you want to share anything with me. So therefore, I will have to say, you ain't like me. Yeah, I will have to say, you ain't like me. Chunky, I understand. Chunky say you're on the road and the police bad. Chunky, I understand. But next time, Chunky, I ain't care what day. Next time you home, link. Just let me know to send the link. Right, Chunky? We good on that? Right. I am just, I don't know, that it's like something is wrong. And I don't know if I'm understanding it well. What is wrong? Alright? I don't know. Let me ask the computer what is wrong. Let me ask the computer and see what the computer tells me. Yeah, let me see. Okay, Chunky, thanks. I got you, bro. Morning.
Good morning, Uncle.
Miss Job!
Wow.
How you do?
I'm there, holding on.
Miss Job, I say you go away now.
No, I'm here all this time. I had problem with my little radio, and I just got it fixed a couple of days ago. So I'm listening, I'm hearing you all the time and so forth, as usual.
I'm happy to know that you're okay. But I say you're gone away. I say one of them twins come and take you and go.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Well, I'm hoping to.
Well, if you're going, I'll go in the suitcase now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Hey, I don't leave in your go just like that, Miss Job. You're crazy? Crazy. But how the feelings though? How the feelings?
Betwixt and between.
Oh, betwixt and between. Well, at least it is somewhere.
Of course.
At least it is somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take care of yourself.
Thank you and have a pleasant day.
You too,
Oh,
Mom.
and it was my birthday Monday gone.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, Mommy Joe. Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear.
Hey,
Take care.
love you.
Love you too. All right, bye-bye. Chunky says he know what is wrong. I'll put it up on the screen for y'all to see it. Yeah, Chunky say he know what is wrong. Let me put it up. Put it up now? Yeah, it's there. Chunky say he knows what is wrong. NDC in power. They ain't in power. They ain't no power. They in office. You don't give them no kind of thing like they in power. Power my foot. What the hell? The National Democratic Congress is a weak government, especially when it comes to agriculture. Especially when it comes to agriculture. There are a lot of lip service. Chotai, yeah, he have a lot of lip service. Yeah, weak government commitment and poor implementation. Don't take my word for it. You do your own research and you'll realize that I am correct when I say the government has poor implementation when it comes to everything, but we're talking agriculture this morning. Lip service without any delivery. They're announcing plans, implementation of the plans, two things. Either they're weak or they're absent. And guess what, Mr. Williams, he's the one that's supposed to make sure that things are implemented. That is why his ministry was created, the legal ministry at that. But in any event, we're not seeing any implementation, especially with agriculture. We're dealing with that this morning. Money allocated, is either underused or mismanaged at this particular point in time. Ask the farmers if they've seen any results. Don't take my word for it. When BJ comes in, ask him if he's seen any results of monies being allocated in the budget. January, February, March, April gone, May. We did by May, so. Ask BJ what he has seen being implemented as it relates to agriculture in this country. Chotai, only Chointai. They have no vision. Lacking strategic vision. That is what is disappointing. No clear long-term policies in place. They're still monkeying about with what do you call it? The marketing board. I ain't know the new name yet. I have to get accustomed to the new name. The agro-industrial transformation that they promise. Export development. No, nothing happening. Nothing is happening. They're the ones who preach transformation. I didn't start it. They started it. They got Grenadians to buy into transformation. Agri-industrial transformation. That is what we're asking about. Where is it? Where is it? Non-existent. And yet still, you're going and thinking, you're saying, we love the farmers. blue economy. Watch, let me tell you something, Right now, the economy red, it bleeding. It's about to die. You don't have to believe me. Pay attention. Pay attention to what is going on. If you don't pay attention, you're not going to know anything. Pay attention to the Minister for Agriculture, Chotai. The first one, Minister Thomas, didn't know he had from his foot when it came to agriculture. And I couldn't understand that. When they made Minister Thomas here, the Minister for Agriculture, I'm like, yeah, that was a good one. I was like, yeah, Prime Minister, you must get through that one. That gentleman spent all his years in the Ministry for Agriculture. So he must know what's going on inside of there, and he must have an idea. Once he gets a nice, strong PS with him, he must have an idea what's going on, and he could fix things in agriculture. I say, yes, they catch them. I congratulated the PM on that. I say, yeah, boy, you catch them. What? Manje Popatna. He did nothing. That was and is his legacy in the Ministry for Agriculture. He did nothing. So the PS here that you have a look with that talent because he used to sing Kaiso. So the PS, if he's a sing Kaiso, that means he must know a little bit about culture. So he put him in the Ministry of Culture. Yeah, he put him in the Ministry of Culture. So the Minister for Agriculture went to the Ministry for Culture. So it's agriculture gone to culture. Yeah? Well, as soon as you reach in agriculture day, I ball out. Why? Why I ball out? I just ball out for family and friends. You see, because I have a niece who is also the niece of a good friend of mine. My sister's daughter with his brother, right? So that means we share a niece, yeah. So as soon as agriculture gone to culture, I say, Lord, boy, trouble take. Yeah, as soon as agriculture gone to culture, I say, trouble take, my partner. And so say, so done, We got a conversation on it, maybe tomorrow, please, God. But agriculture gone to culture, that man get cultured out. Jeez, you me. Tommy Matthew, good morning. How you doing, my brother? I hope that everything is all right with you. I know you're in Canada, Tommy. I know you're there. People. Oh, they mustn't carry grudges and thing, boy. But tomorrow, God's will, I'm going to tell you all about how agriculture gone to culture, cultured out that man.
Chant the blues, farmer hymn the rain. Mama shares her wisdom, makes them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Not making the rhythm, cocoa in
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hey Grenada, are you ready to take charge of your future? The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is here to help you make it happen. Whether you're starting a savings journey, planning for education, or chasing your big dreams, we've got the tools and support you need. With savings, loans, mortgages, and expert financial advice, your goals are within reach. And for the youth of our nation, we believe in you. Let us help you build the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at Jubilee Street, Grenville, Lucas Street, St. George, or our brand new modern spaces at Seton Brown Street, Grenville.
Inside, immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
The Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association (GCNA) invites you to your 2025 area meetings. Here's the schedule. St. Andrews, Tuesday, May 6th at the Grenville Curing Station at 3 p.m. In St. David, Wednesday, May 7th at the Bellevue Community Center at 3 p.m. St. Patrick's Your Turn will be on a Thursday, May 8th at Morley Receiving Station at 3 p.m. St. Mark's on Tuesday, May 13th at the Victoria Receiving Station at 3 p.m. St. John's on Wednesday, May 14th at the Guave Processing Station from 3 p.m. And not forgetting St. George on Thursday, May 15th at the GCNA at 3 p.m. And don't miss the general meeting of delegates on Thursday, May 29th at 9 a.m. at the GCNA Bollier Complex, St. George. Come out, get involved, and let your voice be heard. Make a special effort to attend the meeting in your parish and stay informed on the future of your industry.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Benjoon Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
So fast pay on you an easy way to pay. So fast pay. So fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay, so fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, where the airwaves free read. On the radio see. Whoa. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe. Just the raw truth that flow like Mount Kwakwa tribe. From Grand Anse to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now hide, let your heart pour out. Microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM, the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth.
Yeah, I'm back. You know, somebody sent me the email address, right? So I send them back the link. Let us see if this person is going to make use of the link. All they have to do is to follow the instructions. When they click on the link will tell them what to do. They follow the instructions, and we can have the chat with them right here for a couple of minutes. Not going to be for long, but hold on. You know, all this talk I talked this morning that, yeah, you all have seen me just now. Yeah. But I want to show you all something. You know, I always have a little surprise for you guys, eh? Always have a little surprise for you guys. There, look at surprise. Look. Take that. See that thing there? Look, watch it there. He's smiling.
Always.
Good morning, Butcher.
Morning, Andre. How are you?
He's smiling, man.
Andre, whenever I see you, I smile.
Why are you smiling for?
Because you wake up my spirit.
I wake up your spirit?
Yeah, you do that to some people.
Careful, bud. Careful now.
Trust me. You have that effect on some people, but you don't know.
Didn't know.
How we call it? Good vibes, bad character?
Just spoil a good thing. I mean, come on. Calling me bad character? No.
Oh, God.
No, man. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
That's what I'm saying, you know.
I'm a good guy.
For you to have a good voice, you think you're a good guy?
No, I'm a good guy. I'm good in every which way. BJ.
Yes?
I sleep on the couch last night.
That's okay. Sometimes you have to do that.
She tell me go on the couch.
That's what happened to that.
Yeah. And I ain't do nothing. I wonder when I do something, she put me outside.
That's minor stuff.
What, but they ever put you on the couch to sleep?
Huh?
You ain't hear what I say. Have they ever put you on the couch to sleep?
Andre, I'm buying time, so if you hear me say
huh? Have they ever put you on the couch to sleep, BJ?
On the couch?
On the couch, on the same couch.
Nobody have to put me asleep there myself.
Oh, okay.
Many times I look at the television, drop asleep on the couch, I wake up in the morning.
Don't worry. Just now when you hear they put you to sleep with a dog, they go put you.
I used to those things. Remember, I'm military.
Military, okay. We were here. Here was military. Young lady who I sent the link to, I sent you the link. You send me your email address, I send you the link and I can't see you? What kind of thing is that, man? So how's your week? Agriculture gone to culture, and
we haven't finished yet, more or less. We're almost midweek, you know, coming to the end.
Agriculture gone to culture. Yeah, you know that?
What are you gonna do?
That is,
Sometimes it happens.
That is like saying Persuader Thomas moved to culture. That's what I'm saying. But tomorrow, please God, you're going to want to hear the effects. How agriculture going to culture, how it affected St. Patrick.
Andre, listen to your line of conversation this morning. And I can't help but thinking that, yes, you're right to a certain extent. And to make a long thing short, yes, we do need a better Minister of Agriculture. Not just now. We need that a long time. And we need to, as a population, we need to keep our eyes open and say, hang on. This is a sector that not being treated, in the manner in which it should be treated. And we need to look for somebody good to sort this out for us. Andrew, why do you think I'm putting up my hands? Then the conversation ends there, Nobody will have a common radio and make all this noise and say X, Y, and Z about, why we can't do this and why we can't do that. Why we're not hearing from the minister, or why we don't know what is taking place and all of those things. Andrew, those things are things of the past. People not living in that realm anymore. Those are all, how I should put it, when you're living behind iron curtain and stuff, people just do those. Not in the current time that we are living in. Information should be at your fingertip, and it should be, readily available in case you want it. You don't have to keep, wandering and, that kind of thing. Andre, anytime you hear people start to procrastinate, is because they don't have the right information. And a whole heap of procrastination going on in our country. People say Hans Pass, it is a coward pass. And you can't doubt them,
Yeah, when you doubt them, they're killing you.
Well, Andre, the misinformation keep coming so regularly that you can't tell what is good and what is not good.
And that is a problem.
Of course, it's clogging up
that
our
is a
society.
problem. That messing up the society.
Yeah.
BJ, I was thinking last evening, evening into the nighttime period, in sleep and wake, and as always just do something, just pull a piece of paper and write something. And one of the things that came to mind, BJ, and it had to do, at the end of it, it has to do with something that you always say, that I hate. We have large plots of land in Grenada.
Yeah.
Especially what you'll call old estate lands.
In Grenada context, they're large.
In Grenada context, they're large. And BJ, these lands have been lying there for the past 40 years.
Sometime even more. And then what you hear being said, BJ, is that, boy, that Mr. Ferguson land, and Mr. Ferguson lead that for a grandchild. And BJ, the grandchild never put a foot in Grenada, and that land just stays there. And then the grandchild go come and the grandchild go dead. No, I don't call it no death on people. The grandchild go just dead. And that land just stays there. And the 20 turn into 30, turn into 40, turn into 50 years. And the land is just sitting there, BJ, doing nothing. And that is one of the areas I want to see the government. That is one of the areas I want to see them start from, BJ. And it's not just this administration. No. It's not just this administration. Any government, that is where I want to see them start from. Start there, and these plots of land that have been uncultivated by man,
because it is cultivated with trees and all kind of thing, uncultivated by man for the past 20, 30, 40 years, hey, do something about it.
Agreed, 100%.
Either you inflate the tax on it, make it law that you could inflate the tax on it, or you can do so and say to, hey, the owner of this particular plot of land, if you don't report to the Ministry of Agriculture and give us an idea of what you intend to do with this land within the next 6 months, then government is going to do so and acquire the land and put whatever money in escrow there for you so that you can get paid for your land. We ain't taking the land, but we just saying you don't have use for it right now. That's one. The other thing is, too many of our farmers, and that's what I sitting there, and too many of our farmers, BJ, what is happening to them is that they're farming a nice piece of land, 10 acres of land, them dealing with that. BJ, you keep wondering, why is it that they're not investing more in the land? And when you really do the investigation, BJ, they don't have the title to the land.
That's true.
Somebody would give it to them to farm.
Yes, happens.
And the person that give it to them to farm, that person dead. So they don't even know who has title to the land. So they cannot invest in the land.
Those things can be solved, those problems.
You have to do so and solve that. Government has to solve that. And one of the biggest problems is that we have a lot of small holdings, small land holdings. And that affects, and that's why I put this one for last, that affects your favorite thing, BJ. Because of the small land holdings, it affects the economies of scale.
Yes, to a certain extent.
It affects the economies of scale, and it limits.
Again, that problem can be solved.
It limits mechanization of the holdings.
Yeah.
I get intelligent last night. I know. That's why they put me on the couch. Too intelligent. They put me on the couch last night, BJ.
And it happens. If you seriously want to move your agriculture sector, you have to more or less cultivate your lands. And you couldn't have, quality lands packed up, so to speak, not doing anything. This is always a time. This is an unproductive way to live. And this is an unproductive way to have your country. So you need to solve that problem one way or another. You could come up with different, mechanism to do it. Andre, I have no doubt in my mind, a lot of people who own large holdings of lands in Grenada, if you get in contact with them and seriously hold, conversation, they wouldn't mind putting those land into a land bank or something like that. That can be utilized for agricultural purposes and those kind of things. Arrangement can be made.
But as if you could find them, BJ.
And you can find them, the land is in Grenada, then something needs to happen. You look for step 2 or whatever. Yes, and I notice.
Just realize that.
I notice.
Happening.
It's not by chance.
Not by chance.
So I think that's something that the government need to look at and look at seriously in regard to activating more or less some of those large parcels of land. Remember, 3 years ago, when we were, cleaning up lands for Kenco, we didn't take lands that was cultivated, we took lands that was just packed up, not doing anything.
And there's still a lot of lands that you guys didn't touch.
And what? 90% of those lands come from large holdings. And there are still extra lands there in case people want to do things. So my take is that, in Grenada context, we have quite a bit of lands and a lot of lands that are unutilized. And if we want to get our country productive, if we want to get a productive sector going, we have to do it. You have no two ways about it. And we have to, put our shoulders to the wheel, Andre. We have to change the legislation.
Yeah.
We don't have to be abusive, and we don't have to, be like, we are, people who don't understand the democratic process. We need to be tolerant. And I have no doubt that we can get those lands going. I have no doubt about that. But first, government have to decide where we building houses and where is agricultural lands. We have to zone our areas and decide. Hang on,
we're not doing the zoning thing.
Most of the people who holding back large parcels of land, the intention is to cut it up and sell it sometime. And as soon as the government put roads to get those lands going,
they sell it.
Yeah, you put utilities there, then it becomes housing, areas. So, we need to basically decide what we're doing with our country, because the way we are doing it, we are disorganized. And then sooner or later, and we're going to die just now, the next few generations, they're going to have issues.
They will laugh us,
Well, not laughing. Andre might get them eating out of some tin, and they might be different kind of people than what we are. Andre just wouldn't have food.
With the same zoning of the lands, PJ, and this is something that the zoning of the lands has to come with amenities being added, like water and electricity, the two main things. So, Ministry of when you make an application for water, or you make an application to construct, or you make an application for electricity, BJ, immediately this is supposed to trigger a flag, whether it be a white flag, or orange flag, or a red flag. It is supposed to trigger a flag, and questions are supposed to be asked. Where you doing this? How you doing this? This area, Ministry of Agriculture, you contact them and say, hey, are you guys allowing this in this area? Can we go ahead and put water there because somebody wants to build a house so they want electricity and whatever? Can we go ahead and do this? But BJ, as you said, there's no coordination.
No. Andre, I haven't yet met a public servant that did not tell me that they're having too much meetings in the different ministries.
Yeah.
I haven't yet met one. They all have that common concern. Why are we talking so much inside this big building down here?
Mm-hmm.
Why this meeting from one to another? Andre, Grenada is 120 square miles. We should be on top of things. We have enough public servants to be on top of things, to make sure that we get things running the way we want to. We shouldn't be having problems.
Yeah.
Andrew, we're paying like 20-something million or $30 million almost every month for in salary and wages, and other, expenses to keep that thing rolling, And you're telling me that thing is supposed to ensure that this country operates smoothly? And we turn around and blame politicians and blame who. Sometimes we have to take the blame. It's the technocrats. They are the ones that know how to do it. And sometimes they play more politics than the politicians themselves, And
one of the things that I believe we need to do, BJ, is in all my years, I've just heard that government say, oh, we want more young people involved in agriculture. But they're not selling agriculture to the young people. When Waggy T have his shows and his bingos and whatever, he sells it to the public. So the public buys into it.
Andrew,
we are not selling.
Waggy T is a practical man. When he say you have any bingo, he ensure that you have his prize money. He ensure that the logistics are in place to get it operating smoothly. Some people here don't just talk in authorities.
So that's what you're just saying. They're talking because they need to do so.
Life is a practical process.
Yes, sell the thing to caller. We coming to you. Sell agriculture to young people because our farmers are aging. You ain't getting any younger.
I'm glad you see.
Our farmers are aging. So what you call the farmers, aging population, but you are not selling agriculture so as to replace that aging population. You're not saying to young people, hey, this is what you can do, and show them what you can do. You need to give. If you're giving, and I put it this way, what's the concessions they give for? Hold on, what are the concessions they give for a vehicle for farmers right now?
100%.
You giving 100%? Find a way to do something special for young people. They get the 100% plus something else because they will be in it for a longer haul than BJ, because BJ go dead just now. really mean that.
You realize, I just don't have nothing to say. This kind of dead thing, we know why.
Yeah. We got a caller.
Tell let's take that.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andre Donald and Mr. BJ.
Morning, boss.
Yeah.
99.99% of what you all say is the truth.
Here's the 100, man. How can I strip this again?
And believe it or not, what you all saying have been said 99.99% times already. By the last government, by this government. And will be said again when our next government comes.
Wow.
Let me give you a little bit of statistics. In Victoria, you have the Bonnet Estate. Mr. Andre, you know it was divided into two. Part of it was government and part was belonging to Mr. Telesford and them that was sold. Right. That 138 acres is what Mr. Telesford and them had. No, that's what government had. And then you had about almost 200 acres remaining. Mr. Telesford owned, what is happening to it now, I don't know. The government owned, what is happening to it now, I don't know.
Well, it's just a situation with the two plots, the two different areas. It's just being farmed by different people who take peace and farming wherever and cattle roaming.
Right. And that place would have had anything at over 20 odd acres of cocoa, bearing cocoa.
Pure stand?
Well, different fields.
Okay.
Between different fields. You would have a field with 5 acres, a field with 2 acres, a field with, and so. Right. You have diamond, the remaining of diamond estate. Most of it is gone into housing now. That's where they put on the last housing scheme. Most of the remaining. There was about 40 something acres remain. The last government, I think, I don't know if they did it, but they had promised to cut it up into a 5 acres plot.
Well, BJ would tell you because BJ was part of that project. He could tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know where that have reached with that one. We live there. We come down. You could go up to places like Monsini and go back to Guab. These are lands again are just empty there. You go down to Douglaston, 600 acres. Nothing is being done. Nothing is being done. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. Apart from the Buchan was burned down, nothing else is done. You go to Black Bay, 92 acres. 92 acres. Right? You had perhaps about 10 acres of cocoa, plus young cocoa planted. Nothing is being done up to now. And that is just from Victoria to Guelph. Right? And you have people with big masses of land, 20 acres, 30 acres, and just there. And this government just gives people the right away of some lands that they were farming and they had, and they're making a big boast about it now. Just give them the title to the land. Some of these people would have had this land since before Adam born, but they just they have title for this land.
Well, that's good. It might cause them to invest in the property.
Right.
But what we don't want is based on where the land is. We don't want them to do so and decide, okay, fine, I'll put in my house there. That is what we don't want, and that is what we need to control.
It has been happening, and it has happened. Look at Maryborough Estate, look at Mountain Estate, look at Springs Estate in St. Andrews, and many more. Granby Estate, Balthazar was owned by Dennis Noel and them. That's the same man that used to make the nutmeg spray. Nutmeg spray and making again part of the estate barong, and nothing has been done. So the system is a poor, weak system. And to me, nobody's fixing it. Nobody fixes
It will take an agricultural minister as Bertrand John to go inside there and fix it. Cliff, we gotta go to another
But
call.
let we live in hope.
No, we ain't living in hope.
Yeah,
we there right here in Providence.
Yeah, no. BJ, we living in hope.
No. We there right here in Providence.
Keep your fingers crossed.
We don't live
But
in.
they go hurt me.
We don't live in hope.
If I keep your fingers crossed for a decent, they go to hurt me.
No. Just do what you have to do. We there in Providence.
I hear you.
Take care. BJ.
Andre.
Farmers, yeah. Farmers need to get more. I honestly believe that farmers need to get more. But it doesn't mean that while for farmers to get more, the consumers had to be strangled. So we have to find a way to balance this thing. The government has to find a way to balance this thing. What inputs? Are there taxes on inputs for agricultural purposes?
No.
There are no taxes?
Nope.
But how come the price is so high? Is that
We have no price control over them.
Oh, so there are no taxes
and no price control.
Well, well,
demand and supply. The demand is great. Supply is limited. You charge high price. Elementary.
So that is what happening there?
That's what is happening.
So when you're buying a tin of melon seeds,
no control over that.
For $600.
You can go down the road and find it for $800 another place.
And they're not paying taxes on it?
Nope.
That's what marketing board supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Bringing in these things.
Yes. And try to sell it at a lower price. So you can
sell it at a lower price.
And then you create competition, and then the price is going to drop.
Jeez, you mean. I used to think that there are taxes on the inputs. So all the thing like the power tillers and so there are no taxes on that.
Nope. For agricultural purposes, no.
But there are no price control.
Nope. So you can sell for whatever you want. Andre, we have to do this thing in a collective way, you know. We have to turn around our country in a collective way. We need to change the mindset of our people first. Politicians have to understand that your job as a politician is not to win votes. Your job as a politician is to serve people. That's first and foremost. And if you cannot do that, then you shouldn't be there. And you cannot serve people by, creating the policy that is detrimental to their very survival. And that's what is happening. Our politicians are only thinking about votes, they're not thinking about the economy, and they're not thinking about people's survival. So they think they can give you a handout every Monday morning, and they hold you forever, and they keep you poor. And next time they can get you to vote for them because their very survival probably depend on your little handout. That's how some politicians think, and that's the economy that some people are creating. You understand? They're telling you, hang on. If you're green, don't come in the line. If you're yellow, you probably can't come in the line. You can't build a country in this divisiveness. You can't seriously turn around your agriculture sector. How are you going to do it? Andre, a nation that is not united cannot develop. Trust me. A people that is not united cannot make serious progress.
I was about to give you another point that I raised to myself last night. And I started off big and then trailed long. What I thought about was weak or no or non-existent farming cooperatives. So the farmers in Grenada are largely disorganized and weak, and thus they don't have what you call collective bargaining power. Am I correct?
Well, in reality, Andre, if you have some good leader in charge of you, you need not have serious bargaining power, because you have somebody to take care of that. Who are you bargaining with? Who farmers need to bargain with? Somebody need to tell me that.
Well, no, the farmers
don't need to bargain with nobody. As far as I'm concerned, yes, I agree. You can have them in organized groups and stuff like that. And
But they can make application with government.
I am in favor of I'm in favor of a national farmers organization. I have no problem with things like that. So at least you have a channel. But farmers don't have to go sit down and try to bargain with for what and with what. The policies, Andre, supposed to gear to take care of your farmers. You need to have national symposium. You need to have, I tell you, the role of extension has changed. This is not time to go and tell the farmer, stick to tomato tree here, 1 foot apart, you put the next one. Everybody can find that everywhere in the world these days. People always time for those things again, Andre. What you need to do is to ensure that the farmer can manage his farm, that he can continually making money, ensure that the government policies is well kept by that particular farmer. So we have a thing that is stored in a particular line. For example, if we say we're going to plant up, say, Shambo Estate in cassava, and we're going to set up a cassava factory in, say, Rose Hill, so the people in Livera and the other areas can chip in and come in. But that's the area you're concentrating on and stuff like that. You basically want to have your extension officers working with your farmers, bringing back information for the government so they can tailor whatever policies that can augment whatever these people doing. So they don't have to go trying to bargain every Monday morning. We want this and we want that, like how Nutmeg doing. And so the white man have us from a long time, you know. Just like how they have cocoa and nutmeg association function in our country, in that divisiveness where you go in a rum shop and you select 3-4 persons, you go in a meeting and you elect them and they become what? Members to serve on your board, and they go inside the day and don't understand how the road running, don't understand nothing about business, and you expect them to serve you well. Then you're very delusional, Andre. Those things can't work. This is 14th century thing. Man, living in 2025, you know, brethren. Are you tell me the world going to crash in 2000?
Yeah.
Are you say our computer go crash? Are you go do this? And what you are telling me, man? Delusional mentality. You understand? And the world changing and the world moving, and it moving very fast, and it's time we put the policies in place to catch up, or else we're going to be dragging behind.
Do you believe that there is a need for what I will call meaningful subsidiary systems?
Of course, Andre. Look at the lands that we have. We're just clamoring about we don't have large parcels of land compared to other countries. In Grenada context, we're okay. All right? I'm saying even those large parcels of land are tied up with family and whatever, in some cases with government. Aren't we supposed to change the method of which we are farming to whatever we are doing, make it more productive since the land space are becoming smaller? Aren't we supposed to be focusing our next generation on that? Who educating the next generation of farmers? I hear you clamoring every day. Oh, we want succession plan in the police, and we want succession. Where is the succession plan for agriculture?
Well, I just spoke of it. We need to encourage the young people.
Just encouragement.
Yeah.
And life for them and nothing to show. Andre, where is the demonstration plots? All right, where is the college to train our next set of farmers? Huh?
Even tissue culture is non-existent.
Well, we have a lab, them say, and them trying to get people to work and whatever. I thought by the time the lab finished with planning properly, you would have the people already in place, just fitting and have the thing running. Now it take you another year to staff it and to do this and to do that. Andrew, this is the way we do things. We take forever, and when we start, we're doing like we on go slow, we posing. The amount of time we just pose and take out our picture and post it on social media, if we post productive things there, our country gonna be moving faster. Our face don't productive, it sometimes it carry a connotation of lies. So as soon as you see it, it demoralizes your population. So sometimes some people better hide their face up on social media, you know. It demoralizes some people.
You see, I'm as you say, I'm still disappointed in the whole aspect of the tissue culture lab, because not only is it not working or not functioning as it should be functioning right now, BJ, I am not hearing, or I have not heard, what are the plants that they will be going after. What would the tissue culture lab be really and truly for? While yes, they will do others, but there will be maybe for the next year we are going to focus on bananas because we want to make sure that we have a good quality of bananas, throughout the island. And then after that we probably focus on something else. Probably focus on a strand of nutmeg that can give us more oil, but grown in Grenada here, and maybe a bigger seed with better maize or something like that. But I'm not hearing anything. And then I know what is going to come out of Tissueculture Lab. I'll tell you what is going to come out is that in a couple of weeks, if you have not seen it yet, you're going to see a set of people driving big Jeep and air condition and thing, and they tell you they're working in a Tissueculture Lab and they ain't doing nothing there, and they're just going to work and just sit down for the whole day now. That's what can happen.
Andre, at Tissueculture Lab is to basically produce plants, to propagate plants. We have a shortage of banana plants in Grenada, good quality banana plants.
Call are we coming to you?
The thing about tissueculture, what makes it really important, you can basically find a good stock material and you can isolate it, you can keep it and you can propagate it, and you can end up with, just like how you have animals with a good stock of animals and you keep that breed, so you can keep that variety of plants, and then you alone can keep that. That's the purpose. And in some countries they don't want this to go out. Look at, you ever see the Chinese, Andre? Look at the crop dialogue and stuff like that. So Andre, you will find crops that they don't let get out of China, and everywhere they go, they want to bring back some material home, but they don't want certain crops. Blue mango and black pineapple, and you don't see that in them anywhere else besides in China. And you think about it. That's the way the world come now. People have become very secretive with how they produce things and what they keep in the country and what goes out.
Let's take this caller
saying first.
Morning.
Mr. Bijay, you know better than that. You started, I was there with the banana project in Rivantwine Estate. And I think one of the biggest faults is with the pump and the wetting of the bananas there. There are some problem there because it's a dry area close to the sea. But proper technology could have realized a good profit in Rivantwine. Then you come back, you're talking now about the tissueculture lab. Proper tissueculture lab could give farmers the good plant stock that they want.
Okay.
And if we cultivate properly and have supervision, you need supervision. We're going to need supervision, and you have supervision. We can bring back, we can rehabilitate back. Look at the cocoa. Cocoa is fetching good market now, but there is problem too. So you all have heard about the problem with cocoa and Mr. Bordick and the cocoa board and whatnot. So if we keep on having those problems, like we have with marketing board, and they're looking for a whole restructure in a marketing board now, and they're going around in circle the same thing. I remember going to a marketing board seminar in Spice Basket, and when Mr. Royal Edward gave the plans, I was saying that every farmer who could find money land could have lend money and start to plant, because the gentleman spoke so well and explained things so well that you give every farmer the impression that things would have been better in marketing board. What we heard after that?
Clifford, hold your thought there. Hold your thought there. Bandy, good morning. Hello? Oh, he dropped out. Yes, Clifford, go ahead.
Yeah, they sell the van, and marketing board can pay to buy sugar, and they bring in sugar every time.
All right, here he's back again. Let's hear what he has to say, Clifford. Stay right there. Don't move.
Yeah.
Bandy, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Donald.
Yeah, so you and Clifford on the line. What is it you have to add to the conversation?
Mr. Donald, growing up as a young man in the community of Montich, I wondering how we get where we are this moment. Because if I could recall, schooling at McDonald College, I was able to be in charge of a very large estate with my mom and them. I'm looking at where we are today, in terms of the foundation that was laid so many years. I try to understand where we are now, how we get there. So my point is that I do believe that we as people who've seen where the situation is at this moment, we need to take it out from where it is and help those young farmers and them to understand that it's more than just talking. I'll say this to you. Growing up, I look at the nutmeg and the cocoa. We had so much in terms of in terms of exporting. Even the in terms of giving the manuals and support to the farmers. There was a lot of that. Today is very challenging. I looking at the produce that we used to have before. We don't see it anymore. Why? Because why? What used to be done before is not doing right now.
All right.
So we cannot get that vast production.
All right, Bandy, thanks. Because yeah,
over $3 million was put into the banana, Wavantine banana. Mr. BJ could see that, and I know that he personally was doing a fine job. He was the supervisor there, and he was actually working as a worker. The thing can pay, the thing can get better, but we do not have the management on top of it.
All right, Clifford, we gotta go to the news, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, good. BJ, 2 comments there, one from Clifford, one from Bandy.
For Clifford, I only worked at River Entwine after the banana project failed. And the reason why it failed is that there a lack of planning. You want to plant 200-300 acres of organic banana, but you don't have organic manure. I don't know how you're doing that. And these are intellectuals that does make those kind of mistakes, kind of surprisingly. With regard to Bandy, yes, we have to do things differently. The elderly folks, the people who used to work extremely hard before, they dying out, as Andre alluded to earlier on. And the next generation of farmers do intend to do those kind of strenuous work. So we have to tailor the culture to suit them.
Well, I just said sell agriculture
and buy culture.
Sell it to them. You have to. You can't just do something. Say to them, "Well, watch. I'm giving you 100% duty to buy a vehicle." You can't just do so. What you have? Hold on, BJ. You have to sit down and you have to beat your work with the Chinese, the Japanese, the who. But you have to work with the government and say, "Yo, here's what we want to do so, and we want this from you because we want to do so and put that into our agriculture. And based on when you put that, then we could send that to you. We can export that to you so you can get that kind of thing they come in. And get vehicles, a proper vehicle. And you're not giving it to the farmers free, but these are vehicles that come in that you know that is what the farmers would need. You know, you're making sure it's a proper vehicle. And you're making sure that you get a company to bring it in, even if it had to come in on the marketing board, and then they had to do some source the parts and whatever for the said vehicle, brakes and whatever for the said vehicles. And you know, you say to the agriculture, the youth, yo, you get into agriculture, you can purchase one of these vehicles, and it will not be at the astronomical price. You're still going to get your duties, and instead of you paying $190,000 by a next car dealer here, you get it from marketing board and you're paying only $80,000. Yeah. All them things you have to do, son, encourage young people. You can't do, son. What is Tubaga Manio?
And some people don't mind sending you, all right, into a car race and give you a stone armor,
Yeah.
Until you go and try and see,
Yeah.
a mad people thing,
Mad people think that,
Yes, Andre. When you're doing things, you have to ensure that the logistics are in place in order to do it and to do it properly, or else you're going to be at a disadvantage. And if you have a disadvantage, then you're unable to compete. That's the bottom line. That's the economics, Andre. You're not putting us in the right position so we can compete. And if you can't compete, then you're not happy. You're a failure.
Yeah. If you can't compete, you're
a failure.
BJ, we gotta go to the news. It's 9 o'clock. Stay with us, friends. We will be right back after the news and a batch of commercials. Be right back with you right here on your favorite radio station. Do stay with us.
Expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. The details when we return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. I am your presenter, Kira Gunpot. A new regional training program is being rolled out to help Caribbean nations unlock the economic potential of local fruits like mangoes and bananas through innovative food processing techniques. Targeting 14 countries across the region, including Grenada, Barbados, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago, the online program aims to equip participants with practical skills to transform raw produce into high-value products such as dried mangoes, mango jelly, smoked bananas, and banana chips. In the region in Guyana, amid heightened tensions following Venezuela's rejection of an International Court of Justice (ICJ) ruling, the Guyana Police Force and community policing groups remains on high alert in Region 1, the closest area to the Venezuelan border. More in this report.
Senior Superintendent Krishnadat Ramana, Commander of Regional Division 1, Burima Waini, the closest region to the Venezuela border, said police, supported by more than 400 members of the Community Policing Groups (CPG), are actively monitoring the area. Speaking on Radio Evelary on Tuesday, Commander Ramana emphasized that while police cannot be everywhere at the same time, CPGs have been instrumental in identifying unusual activities and maintaining calm.
We know when things are happening, when things are not, but persons I can see compared to last year, they are more relaxed because they feel confident that the government is protecting them.
He added that although residents are aware of the territorial controversy, they remain calm and optimistic, trusting the government to protect their welfare.
And at the same time, the police and the joint services, that is our sister services, the Guyana Defense Force and the fire services, they have been with us. We have been doing a lot of joint patrols in the river and on land around the border area. And I can tell you the border area, it's very safe at this moment.
On May 2, 2025, just one day after the International Court of Justice ordered Venezuela to suspend its plans for elections in Guyana's Essequibo region, Venezuela rejected the ruling. The Venezuelan government stated it does not recognize ICJ's jurisdiction and will not comply with any of its decisions. In a strongly worded statement, Venezuela accused the ICJ process of being manipulated by anti-Venezuelan corporate interests. It reiterated that the Geneva Agreement remains the only valid mechanism for resolving the border controversy and called on Guyana to return to direct negotiations.
And in sports, in cricket, the Central Stags will represent New Zealand in the 2025 ExxonMobil Guyana Global Super League, marking the team's first international campaign in 15 years. Following a dominant domestic season, the Central Stags entered the GSL as the reigning champions of New Zealand's 2024-25 Super Smash. Topping the regular season table, the Stags showcased their class in the final, beating a star-laden Canterbury Kings side to secure their fourth national T20 title. This ends the latest update of news. Thank you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo!
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard. Hey Grenada, are you ready to take charge of your future? The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is here to help you make it happen. Whether you're starting a savings journey, planning for education, or chasing your big dreams, we've got the tools and support you need. With savings, loans, mortgages, and expert financial advice, your goals are within reach. And for the youth of our nation, we believe in you. Let us help you build the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at Jubilee Street, Grenville, Lucas Street, St. George, or our brand new modern spaces at Seaton Brunk Street, Grenville.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Whoa! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free. On the radio, see. Whoa! No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe, just the raw truth that flow like Mount Kwakwa Tribe. From Grand Anse to St. George's, the people them a shout. Real expression now, I let your heart pour out. Microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM, the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, grenade away your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9 the righteous
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Yeah, 10 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour. Let me get it's Andre together with Bertrand John. I did send Bertrand, where is Dr. Antoine?
I spoke to Dr. Antoine 2 days ago.
He's here?
I didn't ask.
You didn't ask. That is the beauty about phone, so you don't know if a person is
No.
here or not these days. Because I sent him the link this morning. And
I'm not sure if he's here. He didn't. The sentiment that I got, I'm not sure if he was here.
Yeah, I sent him the link this morning and I didn't see her. So normally
I
when
don't
send
think
the link,
he is here. I'm
you
not
don't
sure.
think- okay, good. Well, Doc, wherever you are, bro, I hope you're listening. If you're listening, just send a hello to your brothers now. Come on, man. You can't do your brothers that. And where is Dalton?
I saw Dalton, I think, yesterday.
You did?
Yes. He was in a mission as always, and he was in a hurry.
I know he was doing something in St. David that had to relate to his.
He had some emergency. He had to go back to St. Vincent, and then he's back here now. And you know Dalton.
One of these days, I hope he slows down.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope he slows down one of these days. But Chan, I want to go back to my notes. My notes. And there's something here in my notes that has been bothering me ever since I started to do this program. This that I wrote was bothering me and continues to bother me. And we talk a lot about thieving. Simply put. We talk so much about it that we give it a new name when it comes to farmers. We call it pre-larceny. That is how much we talk about it. BJ, right now, pre-larceny is a national shame, eh?
National problem.
Farmers go to bed, or farmers just leave their plantation for the day. They leave at 3 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, their produce gone.
Not just farmers. Because there are a lot of people who we not consider as farmers, who would have planted 2 little planting tree around the hole for, to augment whatever, they're doing. And they're not farmers. Sometimes they just stick the neighbor give them 2 trees, they planted it. And
I was supposed to get a couple of trees and I never get it. My pineapples and whatever.
I heard a lady got up one morning on one of the radio station and was complaining, hang on, I only had 2 or 3 bunches of planting there and they didn't even leave one. And those kind of sad. Actually felt it for
their water pumps go.
So it happens.
And we call it pre-larceny.
Yes.
It's thieving.
We have to solve that problem, Andre. We have to solve that problem, fairly quick too. Because Andre, if we are seriously talking about developing the agriculture sector, if we're seriously thinking about getting the young people involved in those things, if we're seriously thinking about basically resuscitating and moving forward with the traditional crop like cocoa and nutmeg, we have to do things differently. Soursop, we would have to ensure that we don't play around with that crop too much, because one mistake could make us lose, that preference we have on the international market. So I don't really want us to to take that thing lightly. We need to seriously get involved and take this thing head on. I heard there were
we have a caller though. Let's take it there. Good morning. Hello?
It's not even farmers alone, Even in the school, them little school, the school have their backyard garden, they taking them their provision and go with it.
Yeah, you understand?
There we go. You understand? Not even farmers in the school. You understand what I'm saying? No, this is a problem that we have to deal with. I heard they were training some officers in
BJ. No, they're wasting money.
I don't know.
I'll tell you why they're wasting the money. Why I say they're wasting money. BJ, you train the officers, and the officers catch the thief, and the thief walk in the road 2 days later.
3 months later.
Do you understand? So my thing is that put the monies into drafting new legislation.
Well, it's a collective approach,
Yeah.
not just that alone. You have to have a bit. I don't want to call it force, but you would want to have something to counteract besides the legislative part of it. What it is those people set out to do, because some people going to escape the net that you are setting up to protect the farmers. So you have to ensure that you take a multi-dimensional approach to handling that kind of thing. You have to educate your people too, You have to provide jobs too, so the thieves can say he couldn't find something to do all of those. We have to seriously turn around our economy, Andrew. And one way of doing that is to ensure that we make some thieves disappear.
I can't see them.
No, you just don't see them.
I can't see them. They got.
Yeah, sometimes Andre, some people probably they don't want to clog up the jail. They probably need to only work and stay home. They're under house arrest. They only can go to work and go home.
Mm-hmm. So big party down there, they can't.
No,
go.
they can't go. Work and home. If the police see you outside there, while you're seriously on house arrest, then you can find yourself in trouble.
And then that means we have to invest in those kind of
bracelets and stuff like that.
thing for your foot.
It's quite possible.
So we tracking you.
Mm-hmm.
We know exactly where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You on work? You either at work or you're at home.
And if you seriously want to thief, then we seriously have to tag you.
Yeah.
So we know your whereabouts.
We have to tag you. Good morning, caller. How you doing? Hello? Oh, gone. But no, if you want to thief, BJ, then we need to tag
We
you.
have to use technology, Andre, to ensure that we protect our citizens, whatever means necessary. We have to use the state mechanism to ensure that we keep our society safe and we keep decent people comfortable. So if some people
So once you
decide
get convicted, then you get tagged.
Yes.
Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning.
Yes.
Mr. Boston John, good morning, sir.
Good morning, boss. How you doing?
I'm in the process of collecting my bit of chops. I'm going to have a training. I expect around 50 farmers today at Merrill Station.
That's not Troy, no?
Let's try.
I ain't talking to Troy. I don't talking to Troy. Forget that, we.
Don't worry that.
Yeah. Troy, I'm talking to you,
Don't worry that, so much.
Let me don't worry that.
I ain't got BJ side yet. We are training to do.
All right.
So, we have the plants coming in and...
Please don't forget me. My first batch of coconut start bearing already, so. Okay.
And the man are making noise in the background, he go smile.
But I don't making no joke with you, Troy. You know, he had to make
So
a joke.
anyway, we having a training, I didn't down in the back by Paraclete, Merbo, Bailas, area. We have not training for farmers with coconut beets today. So we're doing a weekly training every week in a different district.
That's good.
That's what I like to hear.
That's what
practical things taking place.
I have to come on the station. I'm just so much I'm busy doing. So
You on the station
When
now?
you're on the station, you could use. Listen, Troy.
Actually, I'm driving it.
Okay.
But we have to come and have a sit down.
Yeah, man, come in, Troy. Let's do things, man.
There is a big buying, and I don't know, somehow every time I call a training, I get in big numbers.
But because you see you speaking here.
But that sector is that sector is taking off. The coconut sector. It is taking off in Greenland.
Before I came to the mission culture, I could not see coconut as a crop. Now we're looking at 12,000 seeds, 13,800 seeds, and plus what's in the field.
Yeah, that's the way to go. That's the way to go.
Coconut water is a big industry.
Yes.
So we want the farmers to be on board and let us work together.
Why not?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So we'll keep in touch.
I try. Take care of yourself, brother.
All right then.
All right, one love. Good.
Yeah.
No, it's nice to hear people like Troy. At least you know he's working, he's in the field, he's doing things, something happening. And that's what you want. And that's why I cannot understand the Ministry for Agriculture on a whole. Your program, how many hours did you know, BJ? We increase it from 2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
You have a program that can see to your needs every single week. And you're not going to do like Troy?
Andre, some people just
somewhere wrong, man.
Andre, sometimes it's how we look on our country, how we see things. your radio station and maybe by extension the agriculture program. Why people think it's political?
I don't.
Andre, your radio station, I don't find that the things that you do be saying on it, aren't factual. I don't think people just come on and I listen to it all the time, and I listen to all the different programs, and I don't think people can dispute the facts. So try calling this morning. That's nice. And the government should encourage those things, Andre. This bag of foolishness where you have legislation in place that in case a public servant want to talk about something productive, something useful, he has to get a pass first, a green light, before you open him out to tell the nation something. All you to see that thing is non-productive.
Non-productive.
Huh? But you want to ensure that you remain in power. You want to ensure that you have people how you want to have them. So you can pass those things and ensure that it stay intact. So nobody can change it. So public servants can speak. So when you're doing your wrong things, you have them, they're unable to open them out. Mad people think, Andre, we all should be able to disseminate information, relevant information, useful information at all given time, at all given opportunity. That's how you grow your people. That's how you grow your population, Andre, by feeding them with the right information.
Man, I put it this way, BJ, I don't even know what to do again.
What, afraid somebody gonna make a mistake?
I
doubt it very much. Then they shouldn't be employed. If you can come on the radio station and say things that is not factual, you shouldn't be employed by that company or by that the Public Service Commission. But I don't see there is any problem in somebody able to speak. Who employ you? Not the public? And you're unable to speak to the public? Somebody will tell you when to speak to the public?
BJ, I got something here that I think you would like. I hope I can do it. Yeah. BJ, you're going to laugh this, and I think you would love it. Check this out, BJ. I see you smile.
No, bad. Tune, cruel.
Cruel.
Yeah, nice.
You like it?
Mellow reggae tune.
Yeah.
Actually, it sound like Steel Pulse.
This song like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's, J Wonder just sent that one there for me.
Why not?
So I thought that
Why
played
not?
for it. You first hearing it together
I'm
with the
not
rest
sure,
of it.
man.
Yeah. So that, he's saying, and tell me if we should do that, BJ. He's saying we should use that one as our agricultural team song on Thursdays. What do you think?
We can have different theme songs.
Yeah.
It don't have to be one song. However,
So we could start with your favorite, and then we could have this one in between.
well, I still want to hear a bit of DC Ranks also.
Yeah, well, must hear this ranks. Must hear this
I
ranks.
think since we have this new tune, we drop DC Ranks. And
Yeah, no, we can't drop the brother either.
Foundation. Yes.
Agriculture. Still number one.
What if we get
number one?
I'll speak to DC and get his permission
to rearrange.
To probably rearrange that.
Yes, why not?
Yeah, I'll speak to DC. DC Ranks, good morning to you, brother. If you're hearing,
Andre did a project for my studies, and I used that DC Ranks tune, and you know, when I was presenting, I had this tune come in and I had it as incepts in between, and they said, "BJ, you know something? Even what you not say, what you are saying, is not so well thought out. They should have us in that."
So you get a grade for the tune.
I get a grade for the tune.
Yeah. No, but that's a big tune. DC Ranks with agriculture get left. That's a big tune. And these are the things, BJ, that we have to continue doing. We have to continue encouraging people to do things. Why is it that every 5 years we can't have just like how they have WHO? World Food Day. Just like how they have in World Food Day. You can they don't have to write songs, but you can get youngsters to do so and do little jingles for agriculture and say,
not just jingles, Andre. Just so you have Carnival Queen and this, you can have your agriculture queen.
Yes, you can do these
and you
things.
have your agriculture competition, calypso competition.
Yeah.
You can have it a certain time, and you take a different thing, and you have maybe a whole week of celebration. You make farmers feel important and whatever,
and it
culminate into something
into
or
World
whatever.
Food Day.
It's quite possible. I don't know how they want to do it, but anything to motivate and to cause people to be innovative. I have no problem with things like that. And anyway, I don't want to say that.
Say it.
Before we take a few $100,000 or $1 million and do X, Y, and Z and light up the sky and have some drones flying around, and then when the drones light out, we don't see anything again. We should spend our money in a more tangible way. Probably should spend that money in the agriculture sector, doing things like that, promoting things like that.
Ever call? Morning.
Hey, Jerry, morning. Morning to BJ.
Morning, boss.
I like when BJ talk like that because, economic of scale.
You know I don't like that word now.
But it's correct. There is a farmer in Brazil planting cocoa now in an area as large as Manhattan.
That's a lot of cocoa.
That's a lot of cocoa. And here we playing games and telling our people we are the best soil and we are the best cocoa in the world and we're not planting anything. I don't know how come we come back to that kind of rank in the world. But somehow we give yourself that rank. 60% of the cocoa in the world is coming in Ghana. 60%. So what percentage really producing?
You see, all cocoa too, I can't tell you the amount, but what is known, what I know of all cocoa is that it is has to do with flavor. Because I remember one gentleman telling me that he went to Switzerland and he was in a restaurant and he looking at them, people think what they have in a little thing with pepper and tomato ketchup and whatever. He's looking at the thing and he realized he saw Grenada. So he picked it up to watch it, and it was Grenada's cocoa. And it is therefore flavoring of the food. But it says Grenada on it. So that is what I don't know the amount in terms of what we capture in relation to the world market, but our cocoa is used a lot for flavoring. That is what our cocoa is used a lot for. And what you're saying there is also important for the Cocoa Association to get information like this, so that they can sell that to younger farmers and tell them, yo, we need that cocoa because the cocoa is used for flavoring, and if you give us that cocoa and you give us in the right amounts that we need to get it, then instead of $2 and $3 a pound, we can give you $5. That's what we need.
Yeah, but even for flavor, we should produce more. What percentage? The Cocoa Association will never tell us what percentage of cocoa we produce on the world market. More percentage. If Ghana is producing 60%, that's over 50% in one country. What percentage Ghana is producing? And you have to say if Brazil is planting cocoa as large a landmass as large as Manhattan, one man is doing nothing. Not to say plenty farmers. You can really capitalize on the downtown on the cocoa market right now. Later is still playing games, it's still playing
So
games.
we're supposed to do it differently.
So I don't know what game Grenada is playing. I mean, who they're fooling, Have a nice day, brother.
You too.
Andre, you see what happens? While some countries are seriously planting up, we have a hand under our chin.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that based on economies of scale, Andre.
Here we go again for economies of scale.
When you think about countries like Brazil and Ghana and those places, those places are huge. And we won't be able to compete with those countries in terms of quantities. However, we can produce a unique cocoa. In fact, we are already producing a unique cocoa. So I want to know if we are producing the best cocoa in the world, as they are claiming, how come we cannot produce the best chocolate in the world?
Well, we can.
How comes we have 2 major factories here and some other auxiliary ones? And how comes we're not importing cocoa from other countries? Somebody need to tell me that. We should be producing more and we should import it from other countries. And we should have an industry here whereby we're producing the best chocolate in the world. And we should tie up that with our tourism product, that when people come to Grenada, they come into Isles of Spice basically to how do they call this word, Andre? When they taste different rum and whatever.
Well, it's rum tasting they do.
They have
there's a name
there's
for
a
it.
name for it. But let
the computer help me, man. You go on.
Anyway, Andre, that's what should be happening. People should be coming in Grenada at different time. Maybe you have chocolate festival when they can come in and taste different chocolate, and this can boost into a whole tourism product and and our marketing product. And we should be exporting this thing on a very large scale. That's the only way the farmer going to make money, Andre. Is if we basically add in value to the raw materials and ensure that the money get back to them, And that's the obligation the government have. And they need to do it. And they need to create the policies, Andre, along those lines. That's what is not happening. These are left with some entity from God knows when, 14th century thing with some ordinance from since Christopher Columbus come. And without changing that, without doing nothing. And we have some old building deteriorating, and we have the cocoa fields and our nutmeg fields, same way, diminishing in terms of production. And we have another witching. And we cannot resuscitate that, and we cannot do better. Because we functioning in our old traditional way. We're stuck in our own ways. And the energy and stuff like that are required for changes,
A chocolate Somalia.
Ah, there we go.
Is a taster, chocolate
right.
taster. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, Andre? So we need to do things differently. We have to ensure that the sectors and stuff that are alien, that they don't die out under our hands. We need to change the way we're doing things so that we can revive those sectors. Are we going to let our cocoa industry just fall apart and our nutmeg industries? That's what we're heading for? And if we're going to resuscitate it, why we don't find the money and do it in a scientific way and do it quickly? How hard it is to do? We find money to do all kind of things. But we can't find money for those. And we say we like farmers and we care about country and we're talking about food security and all of those. No, we're just beating our mouth. We're just talking.
We like to talk.
Yeah.
But you know that. You know we like to talk, Vijay. We like to talk.
Andrew, where are the opportunities for young people? Where are the laboratories? Where are the different areas, our produce chemist lab? Where is our farm school? Where the next set of scientists going to come out from? And we have qualified people here,
Did you ask where is our next caller? Here it is.
Let's take him.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Can you load on that system?
Yeah. That's what I was on my way to do it.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Yeah. The truth is that is where we should have Grenlec assisting us on the evening time to harvest the cocoa.
You want somebody? If somebody could have hit you through the phone, you get hit today,
The idea is that I know. The idea is that we need to expand because harvesting cocoa is not for old people anymore. It's for young people.
Mm-hmm.
Because the terrain is that our parents used to be doing it, but we can't have our parents doing it anymore. And we're not doing it. So what happened? How we gonna expand on production?
Mm-hmm.
Because we must be realistic in those things, man. In those countries, you have roads and you have harvesters, you have all kind of trucks going through. It's not any more slave labor.
We could structure our field,
Those people in Ghana that we speak about there. Those people you speak about in Ghana, you look at them on the screen and see how they live. You feel sorry for them, right?
That's true.
Because you're not doing it anymore in Grenada.
Yeah.
Tell me.
But that doesn't mean we can't do it differently. We could do it differently.
How much do you pay us for it?
Yes, that's what it is.
How much do you pay us?
The incentive.
How much do you pay us to grow cocoa, to plant and to harvest? How much do you pay us to do that?
The motivation, that is true. The opportunities, that is absolutely
the fact is
true.
That listen, man, when the government came into office, they said that the politician wasn't getting enough money for the labor, so they put up on the salary immediately. You remember?
Yeah.
They put it up immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Those of us who work in the field, how much will they give us? The idea about marketing board was supposed to take care of those things, in the sense that we cannot pay, we can maintain the farmers like how they should be maintained. So what we did was the marketing board was supposed to, how do I say it? The prices that we pay for those crops that marketing board bring in will be less than what they really cost. Government absorbs those excesses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You call that subsidies.
We spoke about that a little bit earlier on this morning, subsidy, yeah.
Right. Without subsidies, you cannot have a successful agriculture. Without subsidies. BJ, you know that.
I know.
The amount you get the amount you make on your farm, you will like to pay your workers much more. Of course you would like to pay workers much more. But if you pay them much more, what happens to you?
You're dead.
The business fall apart.
Of course, yes. But look, I mean, watchman, the whole system is messed up. The whole system is messed up.
Need a collective approach.
Whereas you ask me to pay, how you call it for the pension. You ask me to pay towards the pension. Those people are working for big money and tell them don't pay nothing. Don't pay one shit. Let them work and pay you. That's what they tell us. Tell me a lie.
No, but I
Tell me a
can't.
lie, please.
What am I going to tell you a lie? You want me to lie to tell you a lie? I don't understand you. I don't understand you at all.
So that's the kind of world we live in now. So the folks that you that produces, you tell them, look, you're charging too much for it. You have to charge us less for it, and you have to absorb the excess. You have to absorb that. We won't pay it. Government won't pay it. So you, as the farmers, you have to do it. The government would have had workers, and the government, as far as I understand, do not pay them the minimum wage. The farmers, on the other hand, the poor farmers are expected to.
But you know, as you brought that up, and there's something I want to add to that in relation to minimum wage and farmers. Here's what the government did. And it's a brilliant spin that knocked the farmers for six. Here's what, not the farmers, sorry, the laborers for six. The government said that you have to pay them $60 for a day, right? Now, the farmers used to pay whatever they were paying before, but they wouldn't let the worker go past 12 o'clock. When 12 o'clock come, that worker finished and gone home.
Correct.
However, the government has said that, hey, worker, you need to give. So let us say that the worker was doing 5 hours for the $60, which brought they were making $12 an hour. What the government did was say that, hey, you have to give 8 hours for the $60. And I can't do maths well, but it means that what they were making an hour after the minimum wage, they're making less, because now they have to do 8 hours instead of 5 hours for the $60. But it's a good thing that there are farmers like BJ who decide, no, yes, I'm going to bring it to the $60 because I understand that, but no, I can't have the man them working past 12 o'clock in the field. So it's a good thing we have nice farmers. If we didn't have nice farmers, laborers dead, you know, because of the government.
But you talk about that. How about those that was supposed to work from 8 to 4 in the road? When the new government came into office, how about those?
Well,
you check them at all?
No, I didn't check them yet.
They were supposed to work 8 to 4 in the road.
I didn't check them yet.
Lord, God have mercy on us. They were supposed to work 8 to 4 in the road, and some people start blabbing, no, you can't do that. And so the government assisted workers by taking off the whatever amount of hours, but they have to pay. Take care, have a good morning, sir.
You two have a wonderful morning.
I enjoyed the laugh. I enjoy this serious laugh.
You enjoy the serious laugh. Well, that's good.
Because we have to take those things seriously.
No, of course we need to.
Without affecting our brain and say we ain't doing nothing. We're gonna work. We're gonna do as much. Yeah, we're gonna do as much without affecting our head. Anyway, let me stop. Take care.
Have a nice day. Good. BJ, he has had quite a laugh this morning.
Yes, enjoying himself. Why not? Andre, sometimes we take the thing a little too harsh.
Mm-hmm. But you have to learn to laugh.
Yeah, you have to lighten up your head and basically say, hang on, something. The task ahead seems difficult and look difficult, but at the same time, we're not, we're not screwing up our face to deal with it. We are taking it one day at a time. Andre, we have to do things differently. we have to take a scientific approach with regard to how we look and deal with our agriculture sector. The days where people used to go in the field and use a cocoa knife and pick cocoa and do whatever and then still have to head it and whatever up a hill and Andre, we could do better now. We live in a different kind of world. We can find different approach. We can plant those crops where it make harvesting a lot easier. We can structure our agriculture in such a way whereby we can have small trails and ATVs and whatever. Andre, there are two ways to increase your revenue. Either you become more efficient or you increase production. All right? Now the land base remain the same, the space remain the same. All right? If they're telling you now your wage bill goes up because your production cost now will goes up and you need to make money in order to keep your business surviving, the only way to do it is to produce more. And if you cannot produce more, Andre, because of your land space, is to become more efficient, So the things that you used to do what costing you more now, you can do it better than make it cost you less. All right? That's the only way to survive, I am saying that we need to take a different approach. Where land space is becoming smaller and smaller every day.
Every day.
So we have to become
without management,
so
without proper management.
Per square foot now, we have to be able to produce more than what we used to produce before. We have to become more efficient. We have to have greater planting density. We have to have better things like cultural practices. We have to ensure that we do things in such a way where we have sustainability. And this is the problem. We're doing things today and then next year, 2 years down the road, it no longer exists. And we expect somebody to come and pick up the bits and pieces and start again. We're making life too difficult for the next generation. We should basically, while we're here, occupy, and survive. But at the same time, we shouldn't be doing that at the expense of the next generation to come.
Good morning, caller. How are you doing?
Good morning, Jen. I want to get back based on the last caller. Ghanaians, I just see them sometimes if you feel sorry for them the way they look. But from a conversation with some Ghanaian in St. Patrick, I think I know him well too, He's from the Catholic priest. And he told me that the way cocoa ended up in Ghana, I can't remember the individual name, but he gave me the name that individual went to a different country. And he sucked the cocoa part, the cocoa seeds. And then by traveling back to Ghana, he go in the toilet and push it out and take those beans and plant it. And they want to see that the way cocoa end up in Ghana, because remember, your crop has to be protected and to cross the border with that seed and just like that. So you have to make that move. And from that day, Ghanaians planted cocoa. And now they end up actually producing 60% of the cocoa in the world. That's what you call real determination. You've never been producing cocoa for the longest while. And I'm saying to you that they don't know what percentage they produce it. And they are the best soil, they're the best land, they're the best everything. Now, this guy, I think he used to work in agriculture in Grenada here. I think he retired, he went to Ghana. He's from St. Patrick. He's a Graham. And we in conversation again, he tell me, you know what, Grenada, he still tell me, like, Grenada don't understand farming. In Ghana, they seriously getting serious down there. They don't play down there.
No. Yeah. I want to add a little bit here, as you say. Well, add. Because if that gentleman who worked in agriculture and retired and had to go to Ghana to say that we ain't know nothing about agriculture and we don't know what we're doing, but he wasted his time in agriculture, we should take back all the money he worked for?
No, I don't think so. I think he made his time. I'm just saying that when you go over there and you see the input, they put it in agriculture down there, basically from the top, come down. It's serious input. That's what BJ is really speaking about. We put serious input into agriculture, not just talking and this professionalism and this game of playing it. You need to help the farmers to produce and bring that thing to top notch.
Yes.
You can't be talking about you have the best land and you have the best cocoa and on the road. You have to understand. You have to pump that thing up.
You have to capitalize on having the best thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm speaking about.
How long are you going to be in the competitive world you're living in? How long are you going to be best for when everybody trying to be best? You have to hold on at the top and don't let go.
Don't let go. Have a nice day, bro.
You too. Agriculture. What can I do for you again, agriculture?
Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep walking like Johnny Walker. Just keep walking. And we cannot give up, and we cannot, as a people, surrender. We cannot crawl on our bellies. We need to get up and walk. We're old enough, and we cannot be frightened of the dark. We need to make investment in the right place. We need to prioritize. We need to educate our people differently. We need to ensure the next generation of farmers are well motivated and educated. We have to ensure that we provide the logistics so they can produce. We have to ensure that we educate our people to eat local. We have to ensure that we educate our people to know that food security is a right. Just like how education and health should be a right, so should be food security.
Yeah, man. True that.
So?
True that.
Wonder where we're going with our mentality. Lack of planning, we're just doing things, everybody doing anything, everywhere, anyhow, without any proper structure. How are your farmers going to make money?
BJ, would you agree that the extension services that was provided before, the quality of extension services also provided before that once guided our farmers, would you say that has dropped off?
Don't really love different. No, people just work for money. They don't like what they do. That makes a big difference. Before, when you see a man put it in a drain, and he put in, say, a contour drain, the extension officer may go sit with him from 8 in the morning to 12 in the day. You know, eating like a bun pan with him, sit down with him, encourage him, motivate him. You understand? So the next time he's doing it, he'll be able to do it on his own. Now, people function by remote control. They tell you they pass in, they make you sign a form or whatever, if ever, and they go their way. They love for the thing they really do. I'm not saying that all extension officers are the same, but I'm saying that now, Andre, how much extension officers we have, them, especially them young ones that been through a farm school or anything like that? So how much of them are being trained for the job? And I'm not saying that untrained people cannot do a job, I'm saying that how much of them that are trained for the job. Extension is not just about going and tell a farmer, do X and do Y, bring the technical information. What's about the motivation?
Yeah.
What's about how the kids, how the wife today, how the kids doing in school? Don't you know what that does to a farmer?
That sheep that you had, he full, he job already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How this one behaving? Oh, I'm very proud of him. I saw him the other day and he's doing well in school, and I saw him at whatever. That makes the farmer work a little harder. Boy, let me another 2 years to get him out to college or whatever. Let me put in an extra thing. Andre, it's all about motivating. It's all about creating the right atmosphere for people to flourish and to grow and to develop.
Somebody's saying here, BJ, there is so much idle land. When you are elected, I will show the country how to increase production. Ghana is poor quality cocoa at low price.
Yes.
That is what the post is
Poor
saying.
quality cocoa, Andre.
Okay.
And as far as I'm concerned, we are producing the best cocoa in the world. And it's sad to see our fields, diminishing. And I know the problem is because the lack of resources. Andre, what sense does it make growing cocoa and sell it for $3 and $4 a pound? And you're doing the best cocoa in the world, and chocolate is of very high demand, and it's not difficult to make, and your factory. And Jimmy don't understand. I don't understand the logistics in that. No, so we
Listen.
should have 20 container loads of cocoa from St. Vincent and from other places.
How you mean?
Landing in Grenada here. That can create jobs, that can create employment, transportation,
What's his
storage,
name?
production, whatever. We
Jim.
ship it back out in a refined farm and make serious money with those things. Hundreds of
Create
millions of
employment.
dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. You have a lot of people in the world. Billions and billions of people. I haven't come across somebody yet that will say they don't like chocolate. Even though it's not good for them, they still bite in the end of it. Just, it's addictive something, Andre. And as far as I'm concerned, we're letting the boat pass, we're letting the ship pass, and then we wave in, we call him back, we get left already.
Jim, the guy who was part and parcel of the embryonic stage of the plant at Diamond Estate. Jim said to me earlier, he says, that machine that we're setting up there will be able to take care of all the cocoa that Trinidad, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, say right up to Jamaica. That machine can take care of all that cocoa. So when you say we should be having containers of cocoa,
Container loads.
And let me tell you something. People doing something, jumping up and they're saying, oh, we have cocoa factory there and cocoa factory. That is a bad thing,
Yeah.
That is not a good thing, That is not a good thing to having 3 and 4 and 5 cocoa factory. That ain't good. We should have one big one.
That's what should be happening. And
Because we can't even produce enough cocoa for that one, But we want to have one in Carriacou, one in Grenville, one in St. David's, one in the south of St. No! We're shooting ourselves in the foot.
Andre, you have something they call evaluation. You have something they call, basically prioritizing. You have something that they call, Andre, appreciation of what it is happening around you. We do those things before we seriously invest money. Look at here, Coco have some issues now with some shareholder or whatever, and X, Y, and Z, and the factory in Victoria not working, and somebody is taking legal action and a bag of foolishness and those kind of things. Andre, that's not the time we want to have those kind of issues.
Yeah, but we need to bring Mr. Hastic and them to the table and say, yo, what's going on? No, because, you see, BJ, how on earth you can tell me that you cannot produce enough cocoa for one factory?
And you're building a second.
But you're building a second one. That ain't making no sense. And you're telling me, oh, you don't want one to get
And the second
contaminated.
one is only 5 miles away from the first one. There's something not right.
Something don't right. You understand? That ain't making no sense. Somebody benefiting from something.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, it had to be. How on earth? You have one factory. You cannot produce enough cocoa for that one factory. However, you decide you're taking monies that you're making from that one factory and invest it in a new factory.
And a big modern factory should be built. All right? And we should be heading cocoa in a big way, and we should be producing chocolate in a big way. We should have that as a complementary something to our tourism sector. So when Andre, do you ever go in Victoria when we have tourist boats and stuff here? They jam, you can't even pass. You have place to park the boats and stuff like that. So, but we are factory, and we want to offer tour and those kind of things. Andre, we should be making
the Grenada Cocoa Association should have purchased the same place where Clifford talked about this morning. Boca yesterday, they should have purchased that. Or whichever portion the government have, cause the government to invest that 100 and something acres in them, and therefore you can turn it into a nice cocoa plot, so that becomes part of the tour when the
14th century mentality. You have an old factory there from Gardner when they take the old building and they put something inside. After set a mold and everything inside it, dark like a war. You don't understand. Andre, we're living in, I don't know, man. Christopher Columbus forgot some of us here,
We need what? Before it's almost 9 o'clock, BJ. So my final statement this morning is that bring the hastic and them, bring them to the fore, and let them tell us. You are the call name. I call name already, BJ. Have a nice day. Thanks again.
Take care. God bless you, my brethren.
Yeah, man. God. One love, folks. Folks in Grenada, folks in Carriacou, folks in PD Martinique, wherever you are at this time, good morning to you. Thanks again for listening. Thanks again for being a part of this program on this morning. My name is Andrew Donald, and of course, I'll catch you again next Thursday. But I'll be here tomorrow, God's will.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest news update as produced by the Northern News Network. The details when I return. Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture. Hello and welcome back locally. Two pillars of Grenadian law enforcement are